Hey guys, welcome to this interview. Today I am talking with my student of 2 years named Jesse Moffitt. He was actually in prison for 10 years of his life, and he came out never having used a smartphone before. And 2 years later, after starting my program, he's actually been able to build a high 5-figure earning business. So, it's not one of those 7-figure business stories that you hear, but who really cares? Because Jesse was able to come out and earn himself an honest wage and hire himself in a world where he wasn't able to get a job very easily, as you can imagine, coming out of his past. So he was able to move on from that, create a new life for himself. And today I'm giving you an update of where he's at after working with me now for about 2 years, the progress he's made, and what he's looking to do next. So enjoy. Briefly, would you say again, before you met me, just a little bit about the history before that?
I was in a car accident in 2008 and my fiance passed away. Unfortunately, we had been drinking, and that's just something that I have to live with. I went to prison for 10 and a half years. And I got out at the end of 2018. I got a job landscaping because I was on parole. And I knew that I wanted to be an artist, and I knew that I needed social media. Let me also tell you this. We got our first huge shipment. I'm sitting on a pile of resin here, and now we're getting orders daily. When I first started out with you, I was just doing that art in the background. I was doing that with my glow-in-the-dark powders, and I was thinking, well, maybe I'll be a powder business. Maybe I'll just sell some powders. Then I stumbled on this epoxy resin and was able to just get my whole body in the door. I didn't just stick my foot in the door. They have Amazon and I have the rest of the world, and that's our deal. I can sell. I've opened up Australia. I got shipments going there now. And so through your mentoring, I was able to build up that Instagram account, and I have my Glow Art AZ account is now it's about to hit 2,000, but I don't do any posts on there anymore because I'm just so busy with all this background stuff that I'm doing. I am working on some of the scheduling and some of the schedulers to automatically put some of the stuff, but I'm producing content. I have it all. It's just in the backgrounds waiting to go. But the Padua resin account is really just climbing. It's on and that
Even without posting.
No, that gets posted daily. We feature our team members. So we have 20 team members now, and we cycle through. So everybody gets a little piece of that action. Eventually, we'll have 2 posts going on a day. The first one will be the team members, and the second one will be featured artists, because we get tagged all the time.
You brought a half tear to my eye when you said you had 20 team members now. That really puts into perspective where you're at. So that's incredible, my man. Although you're giving me a lot of credit for it, ultimately, I can give this information to anyone out there, but it takes someone special to be able to learn it, digest it, invest in themselves, actively reach out to me, work on it every single day, hire people, spend money on your own business, spend money on advertising unprofitably so that you can figure out what eventually works, make the art like you have in the background, try to sell that, not working, pivot, get the new resin, get that expanded.
I have 2 accounts that were with me from the start when you and I first started talking. Both of those were under 10 grand. One of them was maybe 2 grand, somewhere around there. Deluxe Art's now above 10 grand, I think 12 grand. And Just Crafting Around is up over 20 now. It's true that, look, I put in the work, but if I didn't have that knowledge, that information to put into action, I wouldn't have made it. And there is nobody out there that has that information like your podcast do. And I tell these people, if you're looking to build your account, first go to this podcast. Your formula for your giveaway using rewards fuel and that whole system, for the listeners out there that are wondering, is it legit? Hey, that's legit. If you go through it and you do it, and you can do the trial version, the whole 9 yards, it's legit.
Tell me a little bit about the results you've seen from it.
Oh, just I had followers all across the board. I opened up, YouTube, the Facebook group. I did all of my channels, Pinterest, and I haven't gotten that many since, just organically, you know what I mean? Um, but as far as generating buzz and interest, there was so much interest because we
Did you
gave away
spend some money on ads too, or did you just run this to your
I
following?
did.
Okay.
I spent a little bit of money on ads. I didn't spend a whole lot.
When you went through my giveaway strategy the first time, which is like 2 years ago, I've now updated that material at least 2 other times.
Right.
And that course before that was, 2 hours on that section is now about 7 hours to get through that. Plus there's like an extra 5-hour case study to watch me run ads for someone else's company. I took their company and I did it, the entire thing for them, and 4x'd their money. So, and their followers. So, you're going to want to go check out what the course is now and rerun it, because if you got great results before, it would just be a home run.
Hey, and that's great too, because I'm getting ready to run a big giveaway. As soon as we still have, we're about 4,000. We're about to hit 5. When we hit 5, I'm going to do a big giveaway. And so I think I might run it according to your stuff.
Check out the new information. There's new ad policies that Facebook has set up from the last time, from when that the course first came out. There was more things that we could say and we were allowed to say that Facebook and Instagram is now restricted. So I know the exact way that we can say it now. And dude, just go crazy on the ads with it. Like, you have a working offer, it's going to work at the end. If you have a working offer, it's going to blow up your following and sales at the end. So just do.
Well, my other problem is that like the last time I ran ads, my offer was not good in the format that I offered it. You know what I mean? So in a sense, you can offer buy 2, get 1 free, or you can offer 15% off, or, those kinds of things. Is multiple revenue streams. So, and people talk about this often, but people don't really, a lot of people don't know what the hell you mean, or excuse me, what the heck you mean by it. So, I mean, for instance, like when I first started, I stumbled upon Amazon Associates. So I signed up. Here's a free way to make a little bit of money. Well, now that's generating, about 150 a month, and I don't have to do anything. It's just, it sits on my website and it sends me an extra 150 a month. Now, if I go and I push it and I put a little work into it and water that garden, I can make it grow even greater. But it's all about getting those pieces in place. And then later on, with the pieces in place, you can pick and choose which garden you want to go and water, right? And I have gardens everywhere. I have the website. I have Amazon Associates. I'm getting ready to start an Amazon storefront. I'm going to do the Walmart storefront. I'm getting ready to do Amazon live streams, which is another thing we didn't talk about, but I'm getting paid $100 an hour for those from the company. I'm doing live streams on Facebook almost every morning, and they are getting tremendous results. Some of them are getting 20, 30, 40, 50,000 views. The fact that I have that many people that stop even for a few seconds and check out my stuff, number one, it's encouraging as an artist. But number two, it shows that there's people out there that if I can capture their attention, I can get them to stay there. And one of the most powerful things you can ever internalize is the fact that, who was it, Edison? He tried 1,000 different filaments for that bulb that did not work. And instead of saying, hey, I failed, he said, well, I found another way it doesn't work. And went on to the next one and the next one and the next one. And that's my philosophy in life, man. I'll make a mistake. I'll own it, right? Because I've made so many that I've had to own, but I'll make a mistake, no problem. And then I'll go back and I'll learn from it and I'll figure out what not to do. It's not an error. It's just a way that it doesn't work, right? And if you, for me, stopping to seeing myself as a failure empowered me to become a successful person.
Because where you're at now, looking back at those situations, I even remember going through like a voicemail conversation with you one time. We were sending voicemails back and forth, and something just like shit hit the fan, something wasn't going
Yeah.
right. It's so great. Like you now looking back at this situation, you're kind of glad it happened, right? You like
Absolutely.
looking back at the little pitfalls so that your
Yeah.
story is actually a story. Otherwise,
Right.
kind of lame if it's just like, yeah, I started being an entrepreneur a month later, I was a millionaire. It's not
Yeah.
that cool of a story.
And it doesn't happen like that for
Yeah.
many people. And I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even close. And
You're
the
not a
little,
millionaire, but are you happy where you are in life right now?
absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? Those little hiccups, the little bumps in the wave that we all ride, that's what defines you. That's what defines me. I reached out to you. You know, I remember that situation. It was a family situation, and I was in a depression. I was in an artist depression, which happens a lot. If any of you artists are out there, it might happen in other areas too. I don't know. You get kind of depressed. You start wondering if you're doing the right things. You start doubting yourself, and then that's when there's a fork in the road. You're either going to quit or you're going to continue. And I don't want to say that everybody that continues is going to be a success, but I guarantee the ones that quit are not, right? And the ones that really, really want success, you're going to go for it, and you're going to reach out to those people that are going to bring you success. And you say, I don't know, hey, without you, Derek, I wouldn't have had the information. I could not find it anywhere else. I looked. Your information was the only information to help somebody that knows nothing get to an Instagram account.
To now, how many, let's just like kind of recap in short, like some quantitative results. Ultimately, you're in an awesome place in life, and that is, above any kind of numbers that we could even have, that you're just content and financially well off and just happy living your life as an entrepreneur, creating and doing your thing, managing a team, leading a company. But apart from that, between your accounts and like your network, because you've got all these like sister accounts that we got working together here, what would you say like the Instagram followers is?
Oh, it's over 100,000.
Okay, over 100,000.
We have a reach of over 100,000 with all of our team members.
All the followers added together.
Yeah. When gallons are out on Amazon, all we have to do is put out a story post, and people know that,
What's the most people you said you've had on a Facebook live stream now?
It was like 50,000. When I got
Awesome.
off of it, it said that it had 50,000 views. And so I just put in the work every single day, 7 days a week. I put in the work.
What I love too is that, a lot of people in your situation, when they get out, and they try to start looking for work, it's difficult. They can't get hired easily. You don't care. You were like, I'm going to get myself a skill set, and I'm going to get myself hired. And you put yourself in a position where, you're not putting together a resume, playing that game, right? You change the name of the game. You put yourself in a situation where it was a fresh slate, and it's just, we're moving on. Anything else that you'd want to say for anyone that's watching this video right now that maybe they're in the weeds right now, they're running their business? What's something they should tell themselves, or some action? What would you say to them?
Okay, so there's one thing that I wrote. I had little notebooks when I was in prison, and I read a lot of books. I was all about gaining knowledge in there because I didn't want to get out and be some, just idiot that goes back. There's one thing that I wrote before I left throughout all of my notebooks. I took the time and I just wrote, and it's never give up. Don't give up. Never give up. Don't give up. Never give up. Don't give up. That's what it's about, man.
It's one of those things that everyone knows, not everyone lives.
Right.
Like I know that, but do you live that? And most people can't say that. And most of these success cliches, like you said, fake it till you make it. There's like, I know, but it's like, are you doing it? Are you living it? And
people don't know what that means. Fake it till you make it does not mean lie about what you know how to do. Fake it till you make it means that you have the skills and the knowledge to discover new skills and knowledge if it's needed, right? So fake it till you make it means you can say, I know how to do it, but you better be able to back it up. And that's the other very important thing, is that the words that come out of your mouth have to match your actions. So from day one, when I got out, I told my family, I'm going to get a job and I'm going to start a business. I told them that. And I said, and I'm going to make a lot of money and you guys need to support me in this. And you know what? Bless them. They said, you do what you're going to do. Don't do any bad shit. And I said, you got that, right? And I lived that every single day. And, you know, I was able to, it was just recently my mom's birthday and we were able to give her a very nice gift and just have a wonderful time. And, you know, she had loaned me money for the shipping on our shipment. And I was able to pay it back because everything's just, you know, good things happen when your words match your actions. So if you say something, you better do it. So, you know, you're full of valuable content and information. And if somebody's trying to start a business or trying to start an Instagram and they follow your guidance or just pay for your classes, they're going to make it.
They're going to get my commitment to them. And if
Absolutely.
they have the commitment that you have to your business, then they're going to see results too. But Jesse, I thank you so much for your transparency today too. We all have, you know, things in our past that we regret, and we are not those past decisions. We have the choice every day of who we want to be going forward. And you were able to immediately make a change as soon as you were in the opportunity to do so, and have made something significant within just a couple years. Even if you were here where you are now in like 5 years, you could look at it as good results, but you were able to, you know, seek out, get the help you needed, work every day, pivot, reach out, make things happen. And we worked on it as a team whenever we got in these real pickles. But here we are 2 years later, where a lot of businesses dream to be in 5 to 10. Right. So congrats to you, man.
Thank you. Hey, and I just want to say Glow Art AZ and Paduo Resin. Those are us.
Yes. PUDUO, right?
Yep. PUDUO. RESIN.